gave y'all enough time for real. If 10 years isn't enough, then I don't know what is for real. Yeah. It's Stusse on the beat, and I done told y'all before. You got 10 years from now until I kicked in that dope. The clock been ticking and y'all been moving kinda slow. I see some soft ass rappers who be talking on that low. You can talk about them numbers, you can talk about them views, but respect ain't bought. That's a debt you accrue. When that timeline rewind and they study that truth, they gon' say I gave a warning and I followed it through. And I was grinding in them shadows, they was flexing for show. Kinda rushed to the top, I was building my flow. And every L turned a lesson, every bruise turned a coat. Now the blueprint different, I designed my own road. They was cloud chasing, and I was chasing control. Stacking patient in that silence, turning pain into gold. 10 winters went by hard, cold, but it glowed. Now that fire been fed, watch it burn through that cold. I gave warning shots, and they ain't take it as fact. Now the countdown loud, and I ain't holding it back. And every second that pass, just tightens that strap. When that door get cracked, ain't no turning from that. And I've been patient with that pressure, let it mold me to steel. While they capping in their captions, I was making it real. And every doubt they projected just fueled the appeal. Now the silence got a body and it's ready to kill. And I ain't talking about a gimmick, I'm talking legacy moves. Planting seeds in that dirt while they begging for views. They was playing checkers heavy, I was setting them queens. Thinking 3 steps ahead, living out what I seen. And I done carried that weight, never folded a bit. And every scar on my chest got a story it's meant. And they was laugh now, cry later. I was crying, now it's sin. And turn $1 to a dream and $1 to a 10. Now the echo get louder every time that I speak. Cause the hunger still starving, but they grind to speak. And I don't beat for attention, I compete with them grace. And if that crown sitting crooked, I'll adjust it in place. 10 years was a mercy, that was grace on that clock. And now the grace period gone, hear that bass when it knock. When that door swing wide and that smoke starts to rise, they gon' say I'm rushing myself, I just move with the time. It's Stusse on the beat and I'm in every word. I don't whisper in them shadows, I make sure I'm heard. From the bottom of that mud to that front of that throne, I ain't asked for no seat, I just built on my own. And I was sharpening my craft while they polishing chains. They was living for applause, I was living through pain. And every night I went to war with that doubt in my brain. Had to kill who I was just to level my game. And they was posting their wins, I was stacking their claims. Prepping every step like it's my last draft of the day. And I don't chase validation, I don't beg for a pass. I built pressure so heavy it can shatter that glass. 10 summers done, scorched me, 10 winters froze veins. Had to learn how to hustle through the hell and that rain. They was riding the wave, I was building that tide. Now the ocean too deep just to step in my stride. And I done seen how they switched when that buzz got loud. Same one who was doubt, trying to stand in that crowd. But respect ain't a favor, that's a debt that's due. You can't borrow my grind just to say it was you. And I was writing my fate in a permanent pen, while the erasable ink disappearing again. Now I kick 'em with purpose, that's intent is expensive. So when the clock hits 0 and the dust settle down, Stusse here.